Good evening, Alankrita and Prahita.
Good evening.
Prahita, can you turn on your video? Prahita, can you turn on your video? Okay, how are you, Prahita? I can't hear you still. Your audio is not working? I think in yesterday's class also the same problem was there, if I am not wrong. What can be the problem? Have you checked your device, like somewhere the sound system and all? Just check it, like because it should work. We should have the interaction. Yeah, you can take a minute, no problem. Atharv, how are you? Yes, Atharv, how are you? Alankrita, you can also turn on the video now. Atharv, turn on your video.
My camera isn't working.
But I think past days it was working, right?
Today it isn't working, like I tried to.
Okay. How are you, Alankrita?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay, good. So I think we should wait for a few minutes more. Let them join and then we will be starting.
Ma'am, is Prahita speaking? Am I audible now?
Yes, you're perfectly audible. Yes, Prahita. Finally, your audio is working now. Okay. So this, I think this is a very first class for you, correct, for the bio? And till now, we have completed the cell size, cell shape, the functions of them, okay? And today we will be starting the new topic, which is about the components of the cell. So different components of the cells are present that we will be discussing, okay? And whatever we have completed, I will share you the notes so that you can go through. And if you feel like you have any kind of the doubt, you can ask me. Okay, good.
Even yesterday I joined in middle, so I'm not sure that I have doubts. I need to look at the recordings first.
Correct, correct. You have to, but once you start, being the class in the regular way and all, then definitely you feel comfortable, okay? And whenever you need the extra class, also do inform me. I'll arrange it for you, okay? But still, okay, Ashrita has also joined. I'm waiting for Medha to join. Ashrita, turn on the video. Alankrita, turn on the video. Let us start now. So today we will be discussing about the basic structure of a cell. So in the previous classes we have discussed the different sizes are there, different shapes are there. Alankrita, Ashrita, turn on the video. So size are there, shapes are there. Now the basic structure of a cell. When we talk about the basic structure of a cell, three major components are there. Can you tell me, Ashrita, Alankrita, Atharv, and Prahita, what are the basic structure of a cell? 3 basic structures.
Negative and positive terminals.
Cell, not that cell.
Oh,
The bio,
okay.
the bio cell I'm talking about. In the bio, yes, Alankrita, Ashrita, Atharv. Why today you all are silent?
I'm thinking.
Speak.
Ma'am, cell membrane,
Okay.
The
Then,
nucleus.
cytoplasm,
very good. Nucleus, correct. Cytoplasm, very good. Correct. So, 3 different basic structure of a cell are, first thing is the cell boundary, which includes your outer covering of the cell. It can be the plasma membrane, it can be the cell wall. So cell wall and the plasma membrane together, we call them as a cell boundary. The second one is the cytoplasm. That is also the basic structure for cell. And third one is the nucleus. So these are the 3 major basic structure of a cell. Outer boundary, which includes your plasma membrane and the cell wall. The second one is a cytoplasm and third one is a nucleus. Now, one by one, each of them we will be discussing in the detailed manner. Okay. Starting with the plasma membrane. Have you heard this word plasma membrane any time, children? I think you might have heard about the plasma membrane. Yes or
it
no?
is also known as the cell
No, ma'am.
membrane, madam.
Yeah, come again, come again. You're correct.
Cell membrane is also known as the plasma membrane.
Okay, cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane, which is correct. Then any other point anyone you want to add it here? No? Okay, then I will explain you what is the plasma membrane and what are the functions of it. What happened to my screen? No, I think it's... The first one is the plasma membrane. Basically, it is also called a cell membrane. Now, what the plasma membrane will be doing? Plasma membrane is present only in the animal cell. The outermost boundary it is present in the plant cell also, but in the animal cell, it is the outer boundary part of it. Okay. Now, this plasma membrane is called a selectively plasma membrane, selectively permeable membrane. Why so? Now, your mother is making the tea. Okay. After making the tea, what she's doing? She's doing the straining process, correct? Wherein she will be taking the tea and then strainer she will be using. The liquid part will come out and the semi-solid part, whatsoever is there, will be left behind. Correct? Same way, in the plasma membrane also, what happened? There will be some of the substances which are required inside the body. Okay? So those substances which are required, they will be taking it, they will be passing it through that boundary, and the substance which they do not require it, they will be throwing it outside. Okay, that is why it is called as selectively permeable membrane. Okay, it is called a selectively permeable membrane because it allows only certain molecules or certain substances to pass through and to come out. If they need the carbon dioxide or they need the oxygen, they will take inside. If they do not need it, they will throw them outside. Selectively means selected. Permeable means which allows some substances. Okay, that is how the name has been given. Selectively permeable membrane, which stands for SPM. So in your grade 9, they generally ask this question about SPM. What do you understand by SPM? And write the function of it. So SPM means selectively permeable membrane, which actually allows only certain substances to pass through it while blocking the others. Okay. Now, how do they do this? They do it because of the size of the molecule. So size of the molecule, like oxygen, the carbon dioxide, they are the gas, right? So they are very small in nature. What happened? Automatically they can pass easily. Whereas the other molecules are there, like the protein. We are eating the dal, we are eating the pulses. They are bigger molecules actually. So what happened? They cannot move out. Now it is advantage or it is disadvantage of that if they are not moving out, the protein molecules. It is working in a positive way, advantage form, or it is disadvantage of it. Think. It is advantage only, right? So if the protein molecules are not able to pass out of a cell, which means our cell can use it, then we can get the nutrients, we can use them, we can use for our growth, and we can use it for our development. That is why the proteins are also called as body building food. Okay, so protein molecules will not be passed out, whereas the oxygen and carbon dioxide will be passed out of it. Now the second thing is the nature of the substance. Here, there will be the lipid molecules. Lipids molecule are basically the fat molecule. So they allow the lipid molecule to pass basically. Whereas the water soluble substances will also be there. They will require some channel. Like if you have the refrigerator, right? In the refrigerator, you have to make the ice. What you will be doing, you will not be, making it in any container. You will have the ice cube box and all. So in that, you will be making those ice. Same way, in the plasma membrane structure, what happened? Certain passage will be there. Through that passage only, the water soluble substances can be passed through it. So these are the reasons because of which they are called as a selectively permeable membrane. Medha, Ashrita, Prahita, turn on the video. So am I clear? First thing, SPM, they are called as selectively permeable membrane because they allow only certain molecules to pass through. Now, which molecules they allow? They allow the molecules like the carbon dioxide and oxygen to pass through, whereas they do not allow the protein molecules to pass through them. Now, this plasma membrane, they have a model which is called as sandwich model. What is sandwich? Correct, Prahita. This sandwich only. So, which kind of sandwich do you like, Ashrita?
Tomato sandwich.
Tomato sandwich, okay. Alankrita, do you like sandwich?
Kind of.
Okay. So, I like the potato sandwich because of that only. I think I'm fatty. So, what happened? This plasma membrane, they have a model with them that is called as sandwich model, or which is also called as fluid mosaic model. I will be writing the name now. It is also called as fluid mosaic model. Now, why it is called as sandwich model? It is because there is a kind of the membrane, two membranes are there, and between two membrane, there are the channels which are present for the passage. Sandwich also will have the same structure, right? Two breads will be there, and in between there will be the stuffing. Be it the paneer stuffing, be it the mushroom stuffing, be it the aloo stuffing, the stuffing will be there. So in the plasma membrane, in this model also, two layers will be there, and between these two layers, there will be the molecules which will be passing through them. That is why it is called as the sandwich model. Clear? Now, this plasma membrane is made up of phospholipid layer. Two things they are made up of. First thing is protein, and the second one is the lipid. Very, very important. What the plasma membrane are made up of? They are made up of proteins and lipids. Proteins and lipids. That is why together proteins and lipids are called as phospholipids. Okay? Phospholipids. So before going forward, let us write so that till here you should get clarified. Let me share the screen. So Pradit, we have started the cell structure, okay? We are discussing about the cell structure where I have started with the plasma membrane part of it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, any doubt you can just stop me then and there so that I can clarify. Okay, so let us start writing first of all so that you can understand. Today is 8th of April, I guess. And with me, you have to write, children. Now, what we are discussing? We were discussing about the basic structure of a cell. This is our topic. Basic structure of a cell. Now, these cells will have three basic structure. The first one, it is called as cell boundaries. The second one is called as cytoplasm. And the third one is called as the nucleus. So these are the three major components which includes in this the cell boundaries, the cytoplasm, and the nucleus. Now, when we talk about the first one, cell boundaries, it basically means the outer covering of the cell, outer covering of cell. And this includes now two components. Two components it will be including, which is the plasma membrane and
Ma'am,
cell. Yeah, tell me.
what is the third one?
Nucleus.
Okay.
Okay, nucleus. So basic structure of the cell, three components are there: cell boundary, cytoplasm, and nucleus. In the cell boundary, two components are there: plasma membrane and cell wall. So this is what I have started with, the first one, which is the plasma membrane. Is it done, children? Prahita, it is done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Atharv,
Ma'am,
Meda, Ashrita,
I'm almost done. 1 minute.
one
almost.
minute.
Okay, I'll wait for 1 minute more. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving to the next one. The first one, it is the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is also called as cell membrane. So either we can say plasma membrane, either we can say the cell membrane. So in some of the book, it is given by plasma membrane name, and in some book somewhere they have used the cell membrane name also. So when we talk about the plasma membrane, it is basically thin, flexible boundary. So just thin, flexible boundary that surrounds the cell. So they will be surrounding the cell, and also they controls what enters and leaves. So what it has to enter and what has to go, they will be controlling it. This membrane will be controlling it. That is why it is called as the selectively permeable membrane. So plasma membrane is also called as selectively permeable membrane because it allows only certain molecules to, only certain substances or molecules to pass through, it while blocking others. So some they will be allowing and the others they will not allow them to move. Now it will be like this. For example, now just rough diagram I'm making it here. Suppose this is a kind of the semi-permeable membrane. This is what? This is a semi-permeable membrane here. Now what is happening? Both the side we have the molecule. Somewhere big, somewhere small. Like this small we have. And then at the same time we have the big molecules also. So what happened? All these small molecules, they will be shifted to the other part of it like this. from one region to the other region. Whereas the big molecules, like the protein molecules, will not be allowed to pass through them. Is it done, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do it.
Mom, the diagram is not that clear. Can you please look at that? It's not clear, ma'am.
Okay, just let me then, do it on the next page. Just a minute, okay? I'll just make it on the next page. So here, always the movement will be from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. And here the center is basically the SPM. So this side,
Ma'am,
yeah, tell me.
can you show the previous one after, like, write the last point?
Just a
Last.
minute. Yeah, just a minute. I'm going back. So this side we have the water molecules, and this side we have the big size solutes. So water molecule, they will start moving from this region, higher concentration, to the lower concentration like this through the SPM. So this SPM, selectively permeable membrane, they allow the water to pass through, but they will not allow the solute molecules, which are big molecules, to go to the another side. Am I clear, Prahita, with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So those who have not done this page, kindly do it quickly. Is it done, children?
Ma'am, can you show the diagram?
Atharv, it is done. Atharv, Medha, Ashrita,
I'm
Alankrita,
almost done, right?
Ma'am,
Pradit, done.
Almost done, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving to the next one is about the fluid mosaic model, which I told you about, the sandwich model it is called as. So in this fluid mosaic model, just a minute, let me. So I'll just show you the diagram for this. Is the diagram visible, children?
yes, ma'am.
See, this is a diagram of the fluid mosaic model. Now, what happened? Why is it called as a sandwich model? You can see the two layers are there. The upper one, the blue layer, and the down one, like the sandwich. Sandwich will have the bread, right? Above and the below. Same way, they also have the two layers, which are called as the phospholipid bilayer. Okay, these two layers, which is like in the blue color, they are called as the phospholipid bilayer. Now, why we are saying bilayer? Because two layers of phospholipids are present in it. That is why we call them as the bilayer, phospholipid bilayer. Now, the phospholipid bilayer, they are made up of phospholipids, which means the phosphorus will be there and the lipids will be there. Lipids are the form of the fat. So they will have the phosphorus and also they will have the fats. That is how the phospholipids. Now, each of the phospholipid, so two phospholipids are there. Each of phospholipids, what do they have? They has two components. I'll show you how. They have two components. The first one is called as the hydrophilic head. The hydrophilic head. And the second one is called as hydrophobic head. Hydrophilic head, hydrophobic head. You might have, heard this word, phobia. I have the phobia of this. Someone has a phobia of dog. Someone has a phobia of the height. So based on that, here the phobic word is given. So philic means loving, whereas phobic means fearing or hating. So hydrophilic head, they are basically the water loving. And because of which, what do? They faces outside and inside. So their face will be outside as well as inside. Whereas in the hydrophobic head, they have the fear of water. So water fearing. And because of that, they always faces inside. I'll show you in the diagram how it is. They faces inward. So hydrophobic, hydrophobic, water fear, hydrophilic, they have the love for the water. Now you can see in this picture. Can you see in this picture? Hydrophilic. This part which is being circled by the blue circle is basically the hydrophilic. You can see overall layer has what? Hydrophilic. It means they are loving it. They love the water. So everywhere you can see these circles are present. On the downside also they are the circles. On the top side also they are the circles. That is why we are saying they are facing outside. And also they are facing inside. So when you see from down, they are facing inside. When you see from top, they are facing outside. Okay. So they are the hydrophilic head. Whereas the down one, hydrophobic head. So they are the water hating. You can see both the sides. They are facing where? They are facing only in the inner part of it. Only in the inside part of it. Clear? So hydrophilic, both the sides it will be there, inward, outward, whereas hydrophobic will only be available in the inner part of it. Am I clear, Atharv, Medha, Alankrita, Prahita, Pradit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Prahita, any doubt you have?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Then the last point, since two layers are there, they form a double layer. So that is how the sandwich will be there. Upper side also, lower side also. They are called as bi-layer. Is it done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone who is still writing? Okay. Second one now, apart from the phospholipid bilayer, they will also have the proteins. Now, what happened? Where are they present? I'll just tell you with the diagram. As you have seen in the diagram, there was a layer like this, the blue color layer on the upper side. And same way, the blue color layer was there on the downside like this. So sandwich kind of the model was there, right? Now, in this case, this is what? This is the hydrophilic, correct? This is also the hydrophilic. This one is also the hydrophilic. And inside, a yellow color structure was coming in the inner part of it, which is the hydrophobic head. Hydrophobic head. Now, what happened? These proteins are also of two different types. So, in the proteins, they will have the two types of it. The first one is basically the integral protein. They are called as integral proteins. And the second one is called as peripheral proteins. Now, a very simple difference between both, it is that the integral protein, they are present in the both the parts of it. In the center part of the bilipid phospholipid bilayer, they are presented like this. So the structure will be like this. So a protein molecule which is present between both the layers. That is what is the integral. So they go through the membrane, between both the membrane, they will be present. So this is what? This is the integral protein, when the protein molecule is present between both the membrane. Whereas the peripheral proteins, they are those proteins which are present on the surface of the layer or the membrane like this. Okay, so this is which is present on the surface of the layer, that is called as the peripheral. Peripheral means surface. This is here peripheral protein. It is protein. So integral protein which is present between the membrane, and peripheral which is present on the surface. So you can write it here. Integral protein, they go through the membrane or they pass the membrane. They are present between the membrane. And whereas peripheral, they will be on surface. Atharv, am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Pradit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Medha, Ashrita,
Yes, ma'am.
Alankrita,
Yes, ma'am.
Prahita.
Yes, ma'am. But can you please explain integral proteins again?
Integral protein are those proteins which are present in between both the membrane. So see, this is the first membrane, the top layer of it, and this is the down one, the down layer of it. So in between them, what is present? The integral proteins are present. So such kind of the protein are called as the integral protein. Okay, they will be present in between both the membranes. Whereas the peripheral proteins will only be present on the surface of it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome. Now, what happened? Why are they important? Why we are discussing about the proteins? These proteins, what do they do? Why do we require two types of it? We can have the one type, right? But why do we have integral also? So the integral protein and the peripheral protein, what do? They will be actually helping in transportation and communication. Now, if you see this diagram, one protein is present outside, one protein is present inside. So what happened? The movement of the molecule becomes easy. So the cell will be giving it to the peripheral, and peripheral will be passing it to the integral. Clear? So it is like the postman. So you are writing a letter and giving to the maybe post office to the postman. Then postman is sending your message, the letter, to your friend. So what is happening? From one place, it was passed to the second place, and from second place, it was passed to the third place. And ultimately, it has reached the destination. Same way here also, whatever certain message, whatever certain molecules they have to pass it, they will be giving it to the peripheral protein, because peripheral proteins are present on the surface. They cannot directly go inside. So what do? They give it to the peripheral one, peripheral proteins. And these peripheral proteins, they will be passing into the integral protein, and integral protein will be making use of it. So that is how they will be helping in the transport and the communication part of it. Is it done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anyone who is writing?
No.
Okay. Now moving to the third one, the third part of the fluid mosaic model is they are the cholesterol. So they will have the cholesterol also. And where these cholesterols are present, these cholesterols are present between the phospholipids, between phospholipids. Now, when I'm talking about phospholipids, then it means I'm talking about hydrophilic, I'm talking about hydrophobic also, both the things. Now, in the diagram, if I come back here, okay, let me go back again. Here, I'll show you. Can you see this? I'll mark it with blue. Can you see the cholesterol, how it is present here? In between, can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
So over the
Yes, ma'am.
hydrophobic, they are present. The cholesterol molecules are present. Now, why these cholesterol molecules? They are not, see, if you see the diagram, they are not present everywhere. They are only present somewhere in between. Because they only give the stability. Uh, okay, it is like, we have painted our wall, okay? The new home is there and we have painted it. We have renovated it, okay? Now what happened? The wall was empty. Just to look attractive, just to, have give the stability of it, what we did? We just kept one big photo, large photo and all, so that it gives attractness. Here in this case, it does not give attractness, but it gives the stability to that layer of the phospholipid, the upper layer and the down layer. So stability will be there because of this cholesterol. That is why it is also important part of the model. So it maintains stability of membrane. Membrane means here phospholipid membrane only, which is the top one and the down one. And the last one is carbohydrates. So they will also have the carbohydrates with them. And these carbohydrates will be attached to the proteins and lipids. Proteins and lipids. So if they are attached to the proteins, we are calling them as glycoproteins. You might have heard this word, glycoproteins. And if they are attached to the lipids, they are called as glycolipids. So carbohydrates will be attached to the proteins and lipids. If they are attached to the proteins, they are called as glycoprotein. If they are attached to the lipids, they are called as the glycolipids. Now, what do they do? Why these carbohydrates are important? With the help of the carbohydrate, basically, they will be recognizing the cell. For example, now when you were small, right, during the small age time, your teacher will be teaching you that this is a red color, this is a green color, this is a shape, square, this is a triangle, and all, right? So that recognition they will be showing you again and again, so that it get fixed in your brain. Same way, the carbohydrates, what do? They will be making a kind of the image so that whatever cells they require, that they will, create a sharp memory in themselves. So for that reason, the cell recognition is important with the help of the carbohydrate. So if carbohydrates are not there, cell will not be able to recognize. So this is about the fluid mosaic model. So any doubt, children, now? So 4 things are there. The first thing is the phospholipid layer, which has 2 heads. One is the hydrophobic, which is water loving. Both the sides, they will be present inside as well as the outside. Hydrophobic tail, which is present only in the inward direction. Since the double layer is present, we call them as a bilayer. The second thing are the proteins, which actually 2 types are there. Integral, which is present between both the membrane, and the peripheral, which is present on the surface of the membrane. Third thing, cholesterol, they are present between the phospholipid and they will be providing the stability to the membrane. And the last one are the carbohydrates. They will attach to the proteins and the lipids to form the glycoproteins or the glycolipids so that they can help in the cell recognition. So this is about the fluid mosaic model. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you are done, you can start
Yes, ma'am.
sending the notes now.
Ma'am.
So if you are done, start sending the notes now, children. So any doubt any one of you have?
No, ma'am.
Children, you can turn on your videos now. Okay, I have received from Ashrita. Ashrita, you have to write neatly. I think today you have written so fast.
Yes, madam.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, my mom is outside, so I don't have a phone to send you.
But make sure that you send it in some time, okay, when she's back.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, okay. Others also send it fast. Atharv, I have received from Atharv. I have received from Ashrita. Prahita, Alankrita, just send it.
Mom, where am I supposed to send it?
On my number. I'll just share. Your mother might have my number. I'll
Oh,
send hi to her. I'll send
okay.
hi to her, okay? You can just send it.
Okay, okay.
I have received from Alankrita also now.
I'm done sharing.
Okay. Thank you, Athar.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Prahita, have you got my number? Okay, I'm receiving it now. Yes, Prahita, I have received it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.